Want to learn how you can do large print and cuts using your Cricut Venture? Then keep on watching. Hey y'all, Victoria Cherie here with Pretty Party and Crafty, and we're going to jump right into how you can do your own large print and cuts using your Cricut Venture and your 24-inch wide printer. So the very first thing you want to do is make sure that you have Cricut Design Space open and that you have your Venture machine selected. So at the top where you have your machines, you'll click on it. So if it says Maker or Explorer, you want to make sure that you change that to your Venture. Otherwise, you'll get error codes about your design being too large. Next, we want to go ahead and bring our design onto the canvas. I'm going to just upload an image so we can do it from start to finish. So on the left side panel, I'm going to click on upload. I'm going to click the green upload image button. And there's two ways you can bring it in. You can drag and drop it onto this screen, or you can click the green browse button. I already have the folder open, so I'm just going to drag and drop. So I'm going to go with this more. This is a PNG. I'm going to hit continue. Because it's a PNG, I don't have to worry about removing the background. So at the bottom right, I want to just click on apply and continue. And because this is a print and cut, we're going to do flat graphics. So make sure you select that and hit the continue button. If you want to rename this, you can go ahead and do that at this time. Just click on upload. Now, because we're going to be printing on a 24-inch wide printer, you want to make sure that the images that you use are high resolution. Most of the times you will get this little warnings letting you know that your image may be low quality. Just disregard that if you know for a fact that you're using a high resolution image. On the left side panel, I'm just going to close this out. So I'm just going to hit that left arrow button. And this came in as 8.65 by 7 inches. What I like to do is resize this larger than the print then cut size, and I'm going to explain why in just a moment. The print then cut size is up to 24 by 28 inches. That's the sheet size. So I'm going to change the width to 30 just because I know that number is bigger than what it can do. And I want to get this to be the largest cut possible. So I'm going to just change the width to 30 and make sure the aspect is locked. So make sure that padlock is locked. So I'm going to change the width to 30. And as you can see, it's super big. And on the right side panel, now we have this red warning sign. So we're going to click on that. And then it lets us know we can do a max size of 26 by 22.9. So let's click auto resize image. And that's as big as we can get it. So the largest we can print and cut this image is 26 inches wide by 22.9 inches tall. Now, I said that the max print size is 24 by 28, but the width is 26 here. That's because this is going to automatically rotate it for us. So this is going to give us the maximum size no matter the orientation. Because this is already a PNG, I just want to do a simple print and cut. So it's just going to trace or cut the outline. I'm ready to make it. So top right corner, I'm going to click on make. Now, if you want to add some text, if you want to add a name, you can do that. You can add it on top. Just make sure if you add text on top that you select both layers and that you flatten it. Just keep that in mind. Okay, but I'm just going to print and cut this as is. So top right corner, I'm going to click on make. Okay, so left side panel, if you notice, we have to put it on a mat. We have to print it on 24 by 28, and I'm not going to select mirror. Now, even if you're printing on a roll, that's perfectly fine because I'm printing on a roll. There's no 24 by 28 sheets that you can feed, so roll printing is what this is for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the bottom right continue button. Okay, I'm going to click on send to printer. It's letting me know there'll be sensor marks. Click on next. Okay, it may take some time to find your printer, so I'm just going to wait on it to find my printers. Make sure you have add bleed turned on. Use system dialog box should be turned on as well. All right, so this is new because it took it about 2 minutes to find my printer. So I haven't encountered that before. So if it takes it a minute or two to find your printers, just wait about 2 minutes. But we're going to go ahead and select my printer because we have to select the 24-inch printer, and I am going to be printing on my Canon TM250. Again, I'll be sure to link it in the description along with some less expensive alternatives, and click on print. Okay, so as we can see, we have our dialog box that pops up. Make sure, again, your printer is selected. You're going to click on Preferences. As we can see, it's showing as letter size. We want to change that. I also want to change my print quality. So print quality, I'm going to change that to standard or high. Media type, I'm going to have it pull from my printer because it's already set up, but you can choose what type of paper you're printing on here. Okay, we can go to page setup. I'm going to change my page size. Right now it's letter. And if I look at this, most of these do not have 24 by 28. So I have to create a 24 by 28 page. So go to custom paper size, custom size. Width is going to be 24 inches. Height is going to be 28 inches. I'm going to hit OK. And as you can see, it says 24 by 28. It's going to print the actual size. Again, I'm printing on a roll paper that's 24 inches wide. I'm going to go back to main. Again, my print quality is standard, and I'm going to click on OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and click print. All right, now let's go look at it print out. So again, I'm using a 24-inch wide printer. My exact printer and alternatives will be linked in the description. Once it's printed, I'm going to apply it to the light grip mat. And as you can see, I have the liner on the top half, and then I'm going to align the bottom first. And I'm going to do that so if I need to make changes, I can do that easily. Once I have it aligned, make sure that the arrow is at the top left corner. And I'm going to go ahead and flip up the guides on the left side. And I'm going to flip up the right guide. Now that center guide, leave that alone. Next, for the pinch roller, it might be on 1. You want to slide that over to number 2 because it's going to be able to fit the entire mat. We're going to lift up that lever, and then we're going to press the button so that the support arms will flop out. So that piece right there, let me show you again. This piece right here, those are the support arms that's going to help you hold the mat. Now you do need the attachment pieces. These are those pieces. It's 3 parts. So you have 2 arms and the adapter piece. So you see that little plus sign? We're just going to slide it into each piece. So plus sign, and then we're going to just slide it in. All right, once you have it slid in, we're going to push it into the back. So you're just going to take it, you're going to put it behind it, and then you're going to push it inside. And that's going to be your support piece. All right, so now we're ready to load the mat. We're just going to slide it into the back grooves, and we're going to take the silver handle and we're going to press it down so it locks into place. And now we're going to go back to the computer and we're going to click on Done. Next, we're going to set our materials. I like to choose poster board with more pressure. And then all the other steps we've already done. The only thing we have to do now is press the load button. So I'm going to click the blinking load button. It's going to load the mat. And then after it does that, we're going to click the blinking play button. And then it's going to start reading the registration marks. And this took about a minute and I'd say about a minute and 20 seconds total to read registration marks and cut. And that's it. Next, we're just going to lift the left lever to release the mat, and it'll just slide right off. And this is what it looks like. Now, when I peel off from my mat, I like to flip it over so it doesn't roll or anything like that. But yeah, that's it. That's how easy it is to print and cut using the Venture. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and follow for more. Later, y'all.